Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So today in this video I'll be going to show you that how you will be able to configure SSH and Telnet in your Cisco devices like switch or router. So come on, let's move into the video and see how that we can do so. So first of all, I'll open my Packet Tracer, which is a simulation software, as you all know that. And after opening that simulation software, what I'll do is that I'll show you how to configure the SSH and Telnet configuration both in the same video. So hope so that you will like this video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Okay, so just wait till this Packet Tracer opens. If you don't know how to download and install Packet Tracer, I'll be giving you the link in the description, so that from there you'll be able to download the Packet Tracer. Okay, I already have downloaded and installed in my system. And after that, what I'll do, I'll take one switch and one router. Okay, so I'm taking a switch, keeping it here, then I'm taking a router and I'm keeping it here. After that, what I'll do, I'll just connect this, and then I'll take one PC and also connect this one. Now I'll just give the IP address to the system statically. Hope so that you all know this. If you don't know this, then don't be so much conscious. If you're asking me that how to create, how to configure IP address and all this stuff, these small things. So if you want me to make these videos on these topics, then just comment below in the description. I'll be helping you out in these things. So I'm just giving you the IP address here: 192.168.1.1, 192.168.1.100. So this one will be the IP or the default gateway of the router here. And after that, I'll just give this one, this Cisco router. So enable and configure terminal, then interface gigabit 0/0, then just give the IP address. I hope so that this interface is not valid. Okay, 0/0/0. So is the name of the interface. Just type IP space ADDR address and then paste whatever I have copied, then give the subnet mask 255.255.255.0, enter, and then just type no shutdown, and this interface will be up. Just write this WR to write the command, and this is right. Okay, after that you can see here that I can ping by this PC with this router. So just wait till this green lines become green, because it takes some time to make the interface up. As soon as you connect the switch and router, it will take some 15-second times to get it up, because there are some spanning tree. If you want me to make videos on all these topics, then just comment me below and I'll help you out. So you can just see that I have pinging here, and here it is showing successful. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just configure SSH here in the switch and Telnet in the router, or I'll just configure Telnet in the switch and SSH in the router. Okay, so just type here enable, then configure terminal and enter. If you'll press tab in the system, then automatically the command will complete. Then type here enable. After enable, give the password, enable password, and I'm giving the password as 0000 for keeping it simple. Then I'm giving you username. Is it compulsory to give? Yes, it's compulsory to give username. So I'm giving the username as admin, and here the password I'll give for password 1234, simple, enter. Okay, so I've just done a mistake. Enable password will be 0000 and user name will be admin, and password here will be 1234. Okay, so hope so that you are getting my point. What I have done here, I'll just made the username admin and password 1234. So if you want to create multiple users, then multiple user can log in into this switch. So it's like system. Simply, if you know that how to create different username, like we have in operating system like Windows, we have different kind of username. we can create different users for particular system. So like that, here also we can create different users and also give them the privileges. Okay, so after that, what we will do, I'll just go to here and I'll type here, I'll configuring here telnet, so I'll just type here transport, or I'll configure line VTY, because it is compulsory to configure line VTY 0 to 15. So it means 15, 0 to 15, total 16 guys can access this switch at the same time. Then I'll do, I'll give the password, which is 1 2 3 4 same. And if you don't know some commands, in this place question mark here, and you will get the commands whichever you want to give. Then I'll type here transport input telnet, enter. Okay, and then what I'll do, I'll just, okay, simple, or I'll give a mod command, mod banner mod. This I'll give here authorize access. So is it not taking here? Mainly I think I am giving some different kind of command, that's why it is not taking. So I'll just remove this, I'll just exit here. Okay, after exiting, what I'll do, you can see the configuration here, show run, and here you can see whatever you have created. So just you can see enable password is given, username is given. Then what I'll give, I have given the enable password. After a line VTY is configured, a transport input telnet is configured. Okay, no, one more thing we have to do, because in switch we don't know, we know already that in switch there is no port which can take the IP address, but in layer 3 switch it is possible to give IP address, but I am using right now 2960, which is a layer 2 switch. So here you have to create an interface VLAN, so you have to give a virtual interface, which is I am creating here interface VLAN 10, or just I'll create interface VLAN 1 and I'll just give the IP address, because we know that by default switches will be, all the switch port will be in VLAN 1, 168.1.2, 255.255.255.0. So you have to give the same IP address whichever the network has been configured on which IP address. Now what you will do, I'll just type here telnet, TELNET, telnet 192.168.1.2. show run. Username given, admin password given, admin privileges given, everything is given correctly. Line VTY configure, interface VLAN 1, 1.2 is given, 2550 is given. Okay, why it is not accessing, just take the IP config. So it's 1.1, 1.100, 1.2 given. Then why it is not accessing, I have to see that why it is not working. Show, I'll type is show interface, show IP interface. So you can see here interface VLAN 1 and it is showing down. Okay, so I have to make it up, because it is showing down, that's why it is not able to access, because by default switch ports, all the interfaces, whether it is a physical interface or virtual interface, all are in down state. So I'll type here no shutdown, Now you can see here, if I'll type here show interfaces brief, so you can see here up and up it is showing. After that, what I'll do, I'll just type here telnet. The same command I'll repeat and I'll type here. You can see here asking for the password, so I'll give you 0000. What was my password? Password was 1234. Yeah, and enable password was 0000. Enter. Show run. You can see here that I can access the switch using my PCs. Now what I'll do, I'll configure a SSH in my this system. I'll type here configure terminal. I'll type here for SSH you have a big configuration, so what you have to do, you have to create some more things here. So what first I'll create here, first I'll give the host name, because you need to change the host name. So from our router to R1 I'm changing the host name. Then username, which is admin, same, and the password will be Cisco here. Then I'll configure here enable secret. I'll configure. So there are two things, one is enable password and another one is enable secret. If you are configuring enable password, then it is in the clear text format, and if you are configuring enable secret, then it will be in the secret format, because it is encrypted and no one else will be able to read out. Okay, if someone else will be catching the traffic of your packet, then it will not be able to read that. Okay, so I'll giving here secret 0000, enter. After that, what I'll do, I'll just type here IP space domain. First I will configure transport. Line VT5 024. Then password 0000. Then transport input SSH, enter, exit, then IP space domain. Why it is not taking? IP space question mark DOMAI and domain, and then I'll give here domain name will be, say for example, but I'll keep the domain, okay, keeping my name only, okay, or I'm keeping my website name, CYBR cyber HYGIN cyber hygiene sec. Okay, so I have to give you a name, then after that I can type a cyber HYGIENESEC. After that, what I'll do, I'll just say IP SSH version 2. Okay, so first I have to create a crypto key. So I'll type here the command crypto key CR1. This is the main thing where you will be, the text will be whatever the traffic will be going in encrypted format. So I'll type it crypto key generate RSA modulus general key modulus 1024. So you can type here question mark to check what is the keys available. So the size of the key I'm typing here is 024. Okay, this is configured. Now what I'll do, I'll type here this is version 2 and nothing more are available. IP address already given, time device configured. Okay, configured everything. Network 6 WR show run. Okay, so it's given already. Telnet password given, field name given. See here everything is given, domain name given, version given, crypto key given, password already given, secret given. Okay, so now let's try to access the system. So what is the default gateway is 1.1.1. 100. So I'll type here. First I have to exit from here, switch, then type here SSH -L mean 2.168.1. So it's asking for the password, which is 0000, then enable, and then password is show run. Yeah, I have accessed the this router. Okay, so I can able to access both switch and router. So here, with the help of these following commands, if you want me to, whatever commands you want me to show you, so I'll just give you the command link, will be given in the description. You can go and check out this particular website. Here I'll give you everything about the commands of Cisco switches and router. Okay, so hope so that you have liked this video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. I'll be meeting you in the next video. Thank you.